Well. Oh god. No, I could hear myself. Never mind. I fixed it. We're okay.
Well, I've turned on desktop audio.
Perfect. That's good.
And
It's
now my
helpful.
mic, but I haven't swapped scenes yet.
Well, okay. Fair enough.
Are we live yet?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, half of us are undead, really.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true. Also, you can
Extremely
see my allergy rash really easily at the moment, but I ain't covering that with makeup, it'll get worse.
That's fair. 100%. Okay. Well, welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's good to be here, everybody. Oh,
Welcome, everybody!
Not, I've suddenly developed my back. Oh.
I'm not doing the recap.
No,
That's all I can say.
that's fair.
Oh, and I need to like
Well,
drag
last
this up
time
so people can
on
see it.
Dungeons and Dragons, the team had just leveled up after an encounter with a big Titan-sized fucking robot that exploded, and a bunch of undead. That seems to have been 3 distinct characters from the team's past returned to find them in the darkness. They ran away from that, slept and leveled up, and they made their way back into Haruga, where Jin promptly stole some jewels from some guy, used them to buy some potions from a priest to Mortisegus, who is a raccoon god. If you didn't, not raccoon. Is it raccoon? It is raccoon. No, badger.
Badger.
Badger god.
It's the
Badger. Remember that was
Yes,
the
yes.
chant in the background.
Hey,
Definitely Badger.
I mean, raccoons are good too. Yes, the badger god of archery, healing, and music. Yes. There was pretty much a whole lot of the episode really was Millen Aroga and making fun of this cool youth pastor that was there. So
Yeah, I was trying to remember the youth pastor's name. It was like Dave or Greg or
was
something,
just Dave.
right?
I mean, he didn't actually say his name. No one actually asked him. We all just went with the idea that he was just called Dave.
His name is Dave now.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Which
Dave
now
by osmosis.
the last episode on my stream where it was Everybody's Dead Dave.
Yeah.
Because I just made a random Red Dwarf quote because I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Pretty standard stuff. Yeah.
I think we collectively metagamed his name into being Dave.
Yeah.
Just, through sheer force of will.
I did start saying Dave for him. Anyway.
Yeah. I just realised my blanket's falling down
Then
again. Oh, well.
my computer had some problems, which I fixed.
Oh, yeah.
So what happened was I moved my mouse at just the right moment as my computer locked. I goes to the lock screen. So it was in between being locked and unlocked. So everything was just blank. But my computer no longer goes into a lock state anymore automatically. So that is fixed. We won't have that problem this time. So we won't just be stuck on the same screen for the whole thing. A+.
Hey, mine randomly does it.
Well, yeah. So that's where we're at. No. Well, actually, yeah,
We
right
bought
at the end,
healing potions.
Yeah, bought healing potions. Went and met Zupimo and Hamon back at the shop. Grabbed
Was
them.
on the apprentice?
Yeah, the one that.
Okay.
The one that you guys bought stolen goods from before it escaped from the Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember now.
Took both of them to the train station, where you learned that Hamon has learned prestidigitation because he vomited all on himself after being down the elevator. and
Oh, yeah.
had to prestidigitate that away. So, where you are right now is on the train at the train station. So, what's the plan? What's going on?
Take a train, I assume.
I do believe that
Ailey
was the
gonna
case.
make Molotov cocktails on the train.
Okay,
Cause that what Ailey do.
classic. Anything special about these Molotov cocktails? You just make
Oh,
them?
she definitely putting spice in them.
Okay. So,
Spicy Molotov cocktails. Oh my god.
Well, that's how we ended up with the grease fire, but then accidentally making them invulnerable.
well, resistant to all damage.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
you win some, you lose some, alright?
Mm.
Still managed to pull it off. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually.
Hey, she killed a lot of people by herself while you lot fought the giant robot thing. She killed off all the people around the sides.
We took on the big threat and you took out the stragglers. That's fair.
Yeah.
They say that a rogue fair.
Seems appropriate.
It sounds about right, yeah.
She was about ready to bottle someone at this rate. She's like, they just kept fucking coming. She had like
I
three
mean-
of them at once at one point.
Technically, you did. Language
For
fire
fuck's
phrasing.
sake.
You did technically bottle a couple of people anyway when you chucked those Molotov cocktails at the
yeah.
people on the robot.
Well, she was ready to bottle some more.
Anyway, I will say now, after having used a lot of your jars and stuff, that you are limited to 2 more until you go and actually
Buy more bottles.
suggest actually do the buying of bottles.
What happens if she drinks one of the vessels to turn them into a Molotov cocktail as well?
I mean, how many more bottles have you got? Let's look here. Yeah, I guess you do have a few things hitting. Well, so you know
Mhm.
from experience that potion bottles are not good for Molotov cocktails because they don't break as easy when you throw them.
Yes.
But the wine bottle that is still full, you could possibly use that. But that whiskey is not actually there. You've actually used that already. So, yes, if you downed a bottle of wine, you would have 3.
Alright, she getting ready to do that.
Perfect.
She will, of course, offer other people a drink, but mostly, she gonna just down the bottle.
Okay.
Using brewer to make sure she doesn't get
Well,
wasted.
Roll a Constitution saving throw at advantage.
Ability?
Yeah, ability.
Or
check's
saving?
fine. Ability check's fine. Advantage. Yep. Yeah. You like take most of that.
It's
wine
been a while
bottle by
since she's had
yourself.
wine, that's why it's not a 20.
Yeah. Take like 90% of that bottle by yourself, and
Yeah.
no one's the wiser, honestly. Oh dear.
She just being herself, man.
Yep. Okay. So, for the crafting of those things, please roll me a. What did I get you to roll last time? I don't even remember.
Did I roll brewers last time, or did I roll
Yeah,
something else?
roll on the brewers thing. It'll be way too long for me to roll back through all of these.
Where is... I want to be under.
This is like a.
It was
This,
a feature, wasn't it?
I mean,
But I can't see it.
Brewer's
Did
kit
we-
should be tools.
brewer's proficiency.
Well, yeah,
or
just
the
roll the brewer's kit.
Tools. Brewer's kit
It
would
should
work.
have your proficiency on it already.
That's
Yes.
the bottle
We'll
of
know once you find
spice.
it.
Oh, there we go.
Anyway.
Brewing. That's not a good one. Oof. Guess the wine got to her more than she thought.
Okay, so the first one while you're making it,
one.
you're pouring it, you're pouring in the stuff, and you're being like, yeah, this is gonna be great, and then your dragon claws come out a little too harshly, and you smash the bottle right open. There goes a whole bottle of high proof alcohol down the drain.
What a waste! Does someone want to drink this? Should I
What,
drink
off,
this?
off the
The
floor?
floor of the train. Mmm, tasty.
Nah, there's still some in this bit. She should probably be holding it like mostly
That's-
shattered bottle.
Yeah,
Floor
that's
sack,
glass.
floor sack, floor sack. Go on,
Oh, God.
you spilled it.
But the second and third ones.
Hamon, would you do the honors, please? Joe's not here.
He like looks, like points at himself, points at the thing. You want me to floor suck? Really?
No, yeah, what? Didn't you learn the thingy that?
Oh, you mean the
know,
magic? Oh, yeah,
Poe
yeah.
does?
All right, yeah.
You can floor suck if you want to, but like, be careful.
I haven't done that in years.
Magic
There's shards of
uses,
glass in it.
honestly.
Presentations that away.
I mean, you've got
Ellie
healing.
also can't say that word.
Anyway, you put the two other Molotovs together. Yeah, they seem okay to
questionable.
you.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun times later, I'm sure.
Roll me an Arcana check for each of those.
Oh yeah, that's right. Aw. Fancy that. Her doing a horrible job. A really horrible job. She's like, yeah, these are magic.
Oh,
There's some
no.
magical
this.
fucking Molotovs. Yep, they're exactly the
Yeah,
same
there
as the
we
ones
go.
I made
Like-
before. No problems.
Yeah.
Cool.
She ain't got no clue. She don't know about magic. She know about Molotovs. Yeah, she don't know about magic.
Gosh.
Now, what other antics everyone else getting up to?
I think Varys was taking Zepimo through like the way that they activate the train and everything as they were getting on. I'm just talking about that because he did say that he was going to give that information to him once we got there.
Sweet. Yeah, he is very intrigued by the whole thing, looking over all of the different pieces.
Mhm.
But then once you get going, he settles into sitting down, as it seems that moving and investigating are not too not
Yeah.
mutually inclusive in each other. So.
It takes a few trips to get your train legs.
I see. Cool. Anybody else?
Jin, I don't know. Well, he was having a good laugh at the floor catastrophe, but I think yeah, he's probably just gonna plonk himself in a corner.
Cool.
Probably try to go to sleep.
Yes. Well, it does take half a day for you guys to get down to Cloud Port. By that point, it probably will have
Thank
been,
you, Nine.
probably late afternoon, almost evening by the time you get there. So,
As we're arriving, I think Varys is going to look to the group and ask, should we be going up there to grab our stuff, or should we be sending these two? And Varys will gesture towards Hamon and Zepimo.
Which stuff were you grabbing?
Yeah. Unless it's the horses, which they're still somewhere in one of
The
these stations.
Horses are in the
in
train, I
the
think, aren't they?
train with
Okay,
you
they
right
are
now.
still in the train, or I wasn't
Yeah,
sure.
because we took them with us to Baroga.
Oh, yeah.
Just standing completely still.
It
back
is standing
there.
in the horse cart. Sweet.
Mhm.
Oh
Just thinking with the whole, us raising the dead thing.
Well, did they officially blame us? Or are you just worried that, like, it will happen again if we go up there?
I mean, it might. That's my worry.
I don't see what being above ground would have to do with it.
Yeah, I'd say we'd orient the radius. We could
Yes,
all go
but
get
we
it,
are.
or we could send them, but, like, what are we even getting?
Well,
Other
we
than
will-
I need some more bottles.
I need to get some more gunpowder if we're making a big trip. I would like to stock up so that I can make more stuff.
Can
We
you
were
get me
also
some
wanting.
jars while you're at it?
Sure. We were also wanting to pick up the mask as well too. Just so that we're not having that lying around. We've got it with us.
Yep. I'll
Remind me what that
help
was.
carry
Was it
stuff
one of
if
the
you
ones
like.
I missed?
Okay.
So,
Let's say that again. I missed it.
what did you miss?
Everything that John just said.
Oh, sorry. Jen just offered to help carry stuff.
But yeah. Also, what is this mask? Because was it one of the episodes?
You know,
I
the
missed?
mask that we made when we killed the
Bust.
warmonger dude. Yeah.
Oh, bust.
One made out of gold?
Not mask.
I mean, it is
That's
of
why
a
I'm
face.
confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Alright.
like full top, shoulders, and head sort of thing. It's just the face.
But no, wasn't it like he even had his spine sticking out?
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff,
it's like
right?
it's
Yeah,
like
we removed the
head.
spine.
It's
No,
like,
it was still hanging on.
It's like right at the collarbone, sort
Yeah.
of deal.
But yeah, you calling it a mask really confused me there. But alright. In that case, Ailey would definitely offer to go pick that up. And whatever else she's got lying around there.
Cool. Well, I've put you back upstairs. So I imagine you will leave the train, go up the lift, and enter out your Cloudport home.
Ailey will also start going through all the jars and stuff here and seeing which ones could be turned into Molotovs.
Roll an investigation check. None.
What is with these rolls? Jesus Christ. Jeezy crazy.
Yeah, a lot of them are like proper jars, not like bottles or anything too wide and neck to really suit what you.
These ones are all for brewing, not for Molotovs. God damn it. Whichever god calls this, I don't know.
What city are we in? Sorry, Skelly?
You're in a Cloudport right now.
Okay.
In your summer home.
The dumb bimbo himbo buff dragon is gonna go upstairs and get the bust then. I can't remember where upstairs was.
There's
that way.
literally stairs. You can literally see them.
Yeah, I found him. I found him. There you go. That's,
Can
I don't
You
remember what
made the
room it's in, but
teleport.
ta-da, she's up here doing whatever. What's everyone else doing?
Can,
I'll keep her downstairs for now, just because then.
I think the bust is actually here on display.
Oh, okay.
Because it was
Mhm.
kind of
couldn't-
aggressive of you guys to just leave it out in your living room.
Well, because originally we had a display room upstairs, but then when the actual map showed up, where's the fucking tool? This way. There we go. Alright. She will chill by the booze cabinet until everyone else is done.
Classic.
What else is
Why
there?
do we want to take this bust with us again?
I believe that they're
I
afraid
know
that
Varys
it
said
turns
so.
into, they're afraid that it'll become alive.
We didn't
Oh,
want to
that's
leave
right.
things lying around that people might want to go and claim again, like they did with that head that we left at the headquarters of the thieves.
Alright.
Somebody might come back for this face, and best the face be with us and not here in the middle of a city where said creature could cause chaos.
Man,
Makes sense to me.
as
Jin's gonna,
much-
like, stride through the lounge and hoist it and stride back to the train.
And this way,
The-
we have a headless enemy that turns up instead of one with a gold head.
the
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
the image of seeing like an undead body walking around with a golden head and neck just
pretty
seems
cool.
so cool to me. But I will allow you to take it.
We knew it would be irresistible to you.
This is why we're taking it.
Mhm.
But I'm saying is that
Honestly-
I could retcon it now that it's been
True.
gone, but no,
Nope.
you've claimed.
We thought of it
Reclaimed.
immediately. No take back.
I like the idea that we could turn that thing into an enchanted item of some sort.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, what are the properties of melted down some dude's head?
I imagine
When
it's
we
got
could just
some-
not melt it down, assume it's going to
Yes.
come to life, and it's just going to be some guy insulting us.
I mean, yeah.
We could
Yeah,
sell him
which-
to a freak show.
Okay.
So long as we were in the vicinity.
And Jin is trying to make himself useful and prove himself strong and competent.
By
Just
doing what?
Wonderful.
holding this golden head. that's,
Yeah,
like,
okay, so he's
twisted
holding
in
the head.
anguish.
Alright, then Ailey is definitely just sitting there drinking as she waits.
Just like a literal
we-
death mask on the face.
So, what are the chances that I'll have time to go to the Tanners?
Oh, yeah.
Which Tanner?
My Tanner.
He is in Hiroga. You've already
Fuck.
left.
Fuck off! I can't keep track of where these fucking farmies are at.
Was
That's
this the
true.
one with Rebecca McChicken?
No, he is the fine fellow, not.
No, I'm meaning is this city then?
Same
the
city.
one with-
No,
Oh, were
it's,
they
it's
in
a city
the
with
city?
the. Yeah.
Hiroga has that in there.
I couldn't remember. I thought one was in one city and one was in another, and that's why.
But I have a whole dryad pooch.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
And I really need to do something with this human foot. Have I cleaned it? We haven't said if I've cleaned it. I know I have the vertebrae.
You do. Well, I mean, you've got alchemy supplies and you've got a whole lot of jars and stuff downstairs. More than
No,
this
I want the
floor.
bones.
Yeah, so you could like probably do some sort of, melting.
I don't want wet specimens or anything. You just got to flesh it out, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I probably would have done this in the various amount of downtime we've had.
Yes.
Mm.
Otherwise, just walking around with a decaying foot. So.
I'm gonna put my blue tiefling middle finger wet specimen upstairs because I didn't kill that tiefling. So it's not gonna come back to life.
You hope.
Oh shit. Well, I'm putting it upstairs, okay? And if it's missing when I come back, I'm coming for you.
Okay. All right. You take it upstairs. Knock it down.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Anything else anybody
Honestly-
wants to retrieve here? It is like late afternoon, almost evening, so this might be a good place to rest before taking the rest of your train ride, if that's what you wanted to do. But again, you can just keep going. There's like a-
Ailey would like absinthe as per Magic 8 Ball's response.
Yeah. But also, like, how long is the train trip?
It's like a full day from here to Coppernote.
Then we can just sleep on the train, and then we don't have to worry about things trying to kill us.
Should we pick
Hopefully.
up something to eat, or do we have
Yeah,
something to eat?
we should pick up rations while we're in town.
Ailey wants to pick up bottles to make Molotovs with. She's very frustrated that the jars downstairs are for brewing and not for throwing.
Well, you're currently
she does
at
want
the
to leave
liquor
the house.
cabinet, so...
Fair.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to use up all the liquor in the liquor cabinet.
That's fair. That's fair.
She wants to go to the nearest market and be like, hey, you got bottles you want to get rid of? I'll take them.
Well, if you guys want to go out into Cowport, that's fine too.
Ailey does at least. I don't know about the others.
Where are Zupimo and Hammond?
I haven't put them on this thing, but they're just chilling.
They did come upstairs with us?
Yeah, I'd say they would have come up with you guys rather than staying on the train. Let's see.
What?
The Zupimo
Could
and
I-
Hamon's probably like... They'll probably just sit down on the couch, just chilling out.
Could I get a Hamon's reaction to the bust that was being moved in front of them?
Roll an insight check.
Sure.
He doesn't show it obviously, but there is a very slight recoil at it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Cool.
But there's still
Well,
that,
we
like,
didn't traumatize them too much then.
There's still that like, oh, gold. Oh, ooh.
Oh God.
It's the that looks really cool. That's real.
Mm.
That's not a sculpt.
Yeah,
I love,
the,
like, that
the-
moment, like, of that's a really good sculpt. That's a really good sculpt. Oh
That is-
god.
Yeah.
that sculpt is too good. Oh shit.
And it's
Uncanny
of a
valley.
man who recently died.
It looks weirdly like that guy they said was really fucked up and like mutilated when they found this body.
Quite.
Jun's gonna go back into the lounge, having deposited the bust on the train. Not being able to move through walls is annoying sometimes.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
He's just gonna go, right, should we get something to eat before we keep going?
Food. Ailey's like basically out the door just from that. But I'll leave her there to make
Okay.
sure someone wrangles her.
Does Zupimo and Hammond seem keen?
Yeah. Yeah. They perk up at the idea. Hamon less so, but still looks hungry, but I think he's like still a little queasy. Cool. Is everybody coming?
I
No.
think Varys is going to stay behind and start making some spicy bullets, just so he can do it here rather than on the train.
Fantastic.
Hey Varys, any food requests?
Just whatever. I don't mind.
He might make us more muffins while we're gone.
You gonna make us muffins?
No,
I'm
I'm
assuming
making-
that Jun is like yelling up the stairs to you or something.
No, I'm making bullets. Sorry, muffins another day.
But spicy muffins.
Bullet
I'm sure it'll be
Spicy
great, but
muffins would be great.
I'll
I
take you
would-
up on that.
good. I'd rather have unicorns than muffins. Sorry.
You could make.
Can
a
I
muffin
eat
with
the
unicorns
bullets?
in it.
I suppose you know. Jun's gonna turn to Thorikis and with a cheeky grin go, yeah, I suppose unicorns are more useful than muffins in a fight.
Mm, yeah, well,
Ailey will stand there like real confused.
I don't know, a spicy muffin could probably cure me. Mhm.
I suppose you could throw it at someone, but it's a bit too soft.
Not if you bake them hard enough.
But if you'd been thrown by some kind of Goliath beast, you would have just been paste on a wall.
I mean, that's true of anyone if you throw them hard enough.
Wasn't true of me.
Jin is
Besides,
highly
I'd be red
amused.
paste.
Yeah, you'd be red something.
Fair enough.
So I suppose we go out in a group to go find some nourishment.
Mm-hmm. You step out onto the darkened streets of Cloudport. It is still relatively busy. Yeah, it is a port town, so it does have a lot more still going on in the nighttime, the evening. You look down into the trade ward. Looks like a lot of those people are closing up for the night, but there does appear to be still works going on nearby. So there's the Forge District right here, where you guys have been before. There's a few taverns and stuff dotted around the place, but there is also like some stalls down the street. You do definitely get the whiffs of fried and cooked meats. Other delectables. Is there anything in particular you're looking for, or just going for some food? Anyone?
Jin is pretty used to eating whatever. What looks easiest to steal?
That is Ailey.
Yeah. Roll me perception checks, please.
Perception. Right. Nope, wrong.
Which P1 is it? That one.
Okay.
And when it comes to food and stealing food, Ailey down.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a minute, sorry.
No worries. What would be easy to steal? As for all the things that you can see, there's not really a whole lot of you're thinking fruit stalls and all that sort of stuff with just lots of produce hanging out. Easy pickings, but a lot of this is, it's ready cooked, things on skewers and, medieval hot dog stands.
Excellent.
So, it would definitely, from Thrakis' perception, there's probably a stall or two that's not paying a particular amount of attention that you might be able to slink something off of, but that is the risk you'll have to take if you want to try and steal something.
Yeah, I think if he doesn't see anything that looks like easy pickings, Jin's not going to bother to steal.
Okay. Ailey?
So, Ailey being Ailey, she wants to steal a thing.
Yep.
So, she will look for the nearest, easiest thing to swipe. It doesn't have to be easy, but the easiest.
Okay. Well, you walk by a stall that has various cuts of meat. That seems to be.
Do I need to roll stealth first, or are you just gonna go
it's
for
up
it?
to you if you wanna sneak up to it. I mean, that seems like you would stand out a bit too much if you tried to stealth up to it.
I was more because there's different kinds of stealth. There's actually hide, and then there's the proper stealth is blending in in an environment as
Yeah,
well.
I mean, you
among
don't.
other people.
You would know you don't need to do that right now. You seem like a
Yeah.
just like another person that's walking the market.
Yeah.
At this point, as to the next few moments, maybe not.
Yep.
But yeah, there's something that's like slices of meat that's been like twisted onto onto skewers and then fried and then fried again. Smells
Making
amazing.
me hungry.
Yeah, smells amazing. Probably not very healthy at all. But hey, there's a few skewers that have been like sort of left to get kind of cold.
So
side
that
of the
they're
heat
edible.
on the side. They're definitely edible. They've just recently been cooked, but like they're like sliding to the edge of the rack there. They might be able to just quickly snag off the side without immediately being noticed.
Sweet.
And
What's
sleight
she
of
gonna
hand.
do then?
Sleight of hand.
Oh, she's not very good at sleight of hand.
No. No, she isn't.
Also, what the fuck is up with my rolls today? I repeat.
Yes, very bad. As you go up to reach for the 2 or 3 skewers that are there, you immediately feel a slap on the back of your hand from the store owner. Hey, you're gonna pay for those.
I was going to, see? You should produce coin. Like, she'll produce a platinum coin.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
Always gotta have a backup plan. God.
That's a lot of skewers. Are you sure?
I'm sorry, I thought you were poor.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That's basically what
that's
his
why
reaction
she's
is.
like- Yeah. She'll be like, I know. I'm hungry. I'm much taller than you. As I presume she is at her height.
Yeah, you can see that he's like sort of standing on something that makes him a little bit higher than you. That maybe he is ever
Yeah,
so.
but she's already like fucking 6'4" or something. Plus, she would be taller as she's been growing because she's
Yes.
still young.
Yes. Well, I can only I can break it down for you and give you some gold back. I don't have enough ready to go for that, I'm afraid.
Oh, service in this place. Fine.
He hands
She'll
you
hand
back.
over the platinum coin.
He hands you
and
back.
start just picking up all the skewers.
Yeah, so you're like out of all the ones, it's like 20, maybe 25 skewers there, and he hands you back 8 gold pieces. Like,
Hey, how
a
many
platinum
skewers
is
she got?
overkill.
Yeah. All right. So go remove a platinum from the inventory and put 8 gold.
And you got a
And you
shitload
need to
of
add
new
however
skewers.
many fucking, like, what, 100 skewers? I don't know, 10 skewers?
20
However many
20
skewers
odd.
she just got.
Oh dear.
Is Codswallop with them?
Yes.
Should definitely, like, pull some of the meat off one of the, like, pull a skewer out of one of the chunks and give it to Codswallop. Because she's not gonna give him the stick. That's bad.
That is very bad. How do you even spell it? There it is. K. And you got like 25 of those. Jesus Christ. Well, there's definitely a fair bit of food you just collected. Anybody else?
Jun is going to assume, based on her previous behavior, that Ailey's probably not going to share.
She normally shares the food, just not much of it. So if she's got 25, was it?
Yes.
So she gave one to Codswallop, and she'd give, like, 2 to each of you, like you two. Who else is with them?
One.
Okay, and 2 to them. And then just the rest would be hers. So
18.
everyone would get 2 each. Todd's Wallop would get 1.
It's
And then
9.
the rest is Ailey's.
So 16 to Ailey.
16?
Mhm. Because it's... Wait, so is it Hamon and one other person, or is it just Hamon?
It's you guys and Haman.
Yeah.
Oh, is Zipimos?
Yes.
Didn't he?
Stayed behind.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Yeah. Then, yeah, definitely 16 to Ailey.
Cool.
How big are they? Are they like a meal or is that like a snack?
For you guys, I'd say it's a snack. Yeah. You guys are
Okay.
adventurers. You guys have had fucking crazy shit before. Had whole heroes feasts. This is nothing.
When did we
Like-
have a hero's feast? Come on.
When you fought the fucking clockwork dragons, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we barred the door with an immovable rod so that we can have a feast beforehand. It was pretty great.
Jordan's probably gonna go find like some cooked fish and some bread and some fruit to like maybe some dried fruit to take with them.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Are you just looking for a singular meal out of that, or are you looking for more
Maybe a couple meals.
meals? Do you have no problem finding a couple of meals worth of food? Get you to give me just give me a gold coin.
Cool.
I'd say.
I can do that.
You're not buying lots of fancy fried meats. It's a little bit cheaper.
Sorry?
You're not buying fancy fried meats. It's a little bit cheaper.
Yeah. I don't think Jun would know what to do with that. He's quite happy with some basic bitses to eat on the way.
Fair enough. Ragus?
Well, did I find a mark with my perception?
Well, that was so your perception for everybody helped everybody basically find that it's not going to be super easy to snag something off of the thing. But if you're just looking for a person to steal from,
I was looking for...
sorry, you're cutting out.
Yes, I was looking for a person. I thought we were rolling perception to find people to nick shit off.
No, it was more for food-related things, but
Yeah,
We're looking
people
for food.
people have money, which equals food.
that's true. That is true.
Ailey didn't
Yeah.
expect anyone with decent money in a market. She prefers to steal from rich people, not peasants.
That's fair. But yeah, there's
They
plenty of
need their
people-
money.
there's
Oh yeah, I
plenty-
wouldn't be stealing from like peasants. I'm looking for a mark that actually looks like they have money.
Right. Well then, not really. There are absolutely a lot of people here who are not paying attention enough to notice something from me, but none of them are particularly well off. A lot of them are sailors in here temporarily while they ship out. Yeah, not a lot of fancy dressed people or anything like that.
Excellent. Okay, so there's a couple of sailors.
Yes.
Where are they in relation to the food stall?
There's a couple of them hanging around a full food stall, just immediately ordering more and more.
I'm gonna stand sort of like away from them, but on the other side of the eye line of like the person at the food stall. And I want to use my my thaumaturgy to whisper in one of them's ears. Try to put on sort of like a gruff sailory voice from the same direction as like one of the other dudes. And be like, what is a real...
Yar.
Oh no, I can't do voices, honestly, I really can't. Yeah, I don't know. Your mother was a hamster and your father smells of elderberries.
Okay. Sure. Roll me a performance check.
Eh.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah. You cast a spell, say your thing, in a low whisper to them. You see the guy that you whisper to, like, sort of look to the guy next to him, eye him up and down, and then sort of like ponder for a moment, and then just right hook, smash, and yeah, they immediately start fighting with each other.
Excellent. I'm gonna try to dick something while everyone's distracted.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You'll still need to roll a sleight of hand for me.
Oh,
do you have
yeah.
anything in particular you're going for? Money or food or
Food.
just food? With the distraction, let's say you can roll that at advantage.
He-
All right.
That was nearly another 9 on my screen.
You managed to quickly grab off the counter someone's, probably one of the sailors' servings of fish tacos.
Fish
Cool.
tacos.
I'll also, while swiping it, put a couple of coppers down in the plate.
Okay.
Because I'm here for funsies, not for actually stealing from people.
Fair enough. But no, you got two
That's
fish
cool.
tacos out of that.
Sweet.
Like on a like.
I immediately stuff them in my cheeks like a hamster.
Amazing. They are amazing.
And I feed Codswallop my 2 meat skewers.
Perfect.
Oh, he's gonna be so happy from all them meat skewers that he's getting from everyone.
Luckily for tieflings, coriander actually tastes really good.
Oh, damn, that's the best
No,
racial trait.
Please, can I roll for whether or not coriander tastes good?
I mean,
Roll for soap taste.
it's not really an attribute.
Well,
Okay,
in real
one
life
for
it
it
is.
tastes. Okay. A 1 for it tastes terrible. A 2 for it tastes good.
No. It's not a 50% chance.
It tastes terrible to me.
No. Well, then you hate the fish taco.
Yeah, I immediately regret it. I'm like,
It tastes like soap.
let's not buy from there
Soapy
again, pals. I don't
fish.
think the fish is good.
Oh, not soapy fish. Oh,
Oh no.
I don't think they rinse their plates well enough.
It wasn't a plate. It's like in paper.
they didn't rinse their fish.
You wash it in detergent. Oh god.
That's how you get all the
hasn't even
critters
been
off.
invented yet.
That's how you get that fish smell off it.
Nobody wants fish that smells of fish.
You gotta soap it up good.
That's awful. That's so sad.
God.
Anyway. You come away.
Does Hamon want anything?
He seems satisfied with slowly nibbling on the meat skewers, as he is still quite nauseous.
Cool.
Anyone else? Cool.
John is satisfied with his haul of foods to keep him alive for the next wee while.
Fantastic. Well, make your way back to the house. While that's been happening, what have you been doing, Varys?
So Zepimo's stuck around the house as well.
He's just sort of lounging on the couch.
Varys probably like a minute after everyone leaves just arrives into the room, and he's got like black powder across the side of one of the sides of his face, and he's like, could you give me a bit of a hand, please? Some help would be nice. Thank you.
Okay.
And he just goes back upstairs.
All right.
Oop. And Varys is taking some of the bullet casings that he's collected over the last few fights, and is going to, using the stuff that's here, create some more bullets. And then he'll grab some top-ups for the road as well.
Fair enough. You have big barrel of gunpowder chilling out here.
Got some spice as well.
Yeah, that's true. There's a whole lot of spice here.
So yeah, grab some.
I see nothing.
Yeah. Varys will be grabbing some top-ups before they leave, but he'd probably also make a note of whether or not they need to get more, and I'm guessing that they probably do by this point.
Yeah, you will start running low on gunpowder at this point, I think. Anyway, yes, roll me your Tinker's check.
Cool.
How many casings you got there?
I have 16 pistol bullet casings currently, and 9 of the rifle, but I think given the time constraints, Varys is just going to focus on the pistol.
What do I see? Right, yes. Pistol, yes, you managed to pick 10 of those quite quickly.
Cool. And Varys will probably ask for assistance in the next portion as he mixes the spice in.
Yes. Go ahead and roll Arcana checks with advantage.
Cool.
Well, one Arcana check. All right.
I mean, that's pretty good.
That is
I don't
pretty
think
good.
it'll get better. There we go.
Okay. You feel like you've got a little bit more control here again. So what sort of magic are you hoping to imbibe with these?
I think Varys is probably focused on healing stuff, so it's probably unicorns again. Yeah.
Focus very heavily on the unicorns.
Unicorns or clockworks, but I think he wants the heals, so...
Okay.
Yeah. Unicorns are good. We like the unicorns. Unicorns could come out of muffins.
Yeah.
They could.
Oh, don't you? Are you gonna make me?
Yeah,
Sorry.
don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Now I have to cover my camera. God damn you! Why you do this to us, Skelly?
It's a great way to start a yawn train.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. Okay. With that then, you can definitely feel that the unicorn, that the unicorn specifically, that
Find my hay fever
particular
tablets.
type of spell is definitely gone into some of them.
Mhm.
But there is also some other things that may have gotten mixed in.
That's okay.
So, doesn't seem like any of them are particularly bad.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, there we go.
Just a bit different.
Just different.
Just a little
okay.
bit different.
The idea of you, wanting to heal, wanting to protect, seems to have gone into it.
Mm-hmm.
So you
So,
feel
so
like-
the thought is behind the spells and such, but it may not necessarily be the thing that he was primarily thinking of.
yeah, and you feel like
Okay.
one of them might be more what's the word? More cosmetic than anything else.
Ah, yes. Okay. Cool. Alrighty.
Yes, we have 10 pistol bullets. Back from that.
Sweet.
Just look at my stuff here. Crafting. Thanks. Powder.
Also, you're still all real quiet. Well, Vertigo for me is the least quiet. But everyone else keeps
Fantastic.
going quiet.
Maybe turn your stuff up,
Yeah,
dude.
you might need to turn your stuff.
Hmm.
That's the thing, my sound is at max. I've
Don't
turned you
believe
up
that
on
it
the
is.
screen.
And
because
on
that wall's
Discord?
slower.
Yeah.
No,
maybe
you're all on
turn it
max
there
on
as well.
Discord as well.
That's
Well, except Vertigo.
strange.
Vertigo's the only one that's not at like 200%. Which is weird, because normally Vertigo's the one we have issues with.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Eh,
Yeah,
I turned
everyone's
you
at like.
guys-
Yeah, once I fixed my sound problem at the start, everyone's kind of at a normal volume for me.
Mm.
Sorry, Skelly.
Yes. Yeah, if I turned anybody up any further, I would be getting very, very loud. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, I have updated the stuff you have at home. You probably don't actually need to buy any more gunpowder for a while, actually, unless you want to take more than half of what you've got here.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, and you still got a few pouches, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
last you a good long while at this point. Don't you think?
Sweet. He would probably grab a top up of spice still, though. So he's only got one pouch currently.
That is absolutely. Go ahead and give yourself another pouch of that.
Cool. Thank you.
It's, doesn't take a whole lot to make a bullet. If you want to do something a bit more than that, yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
But yeah, mark those 10.
Yep. Should I just put them in the same slot that I had the previous bullets in? Spicy pistol bullet with
Did you run out of
new
those?
in brackets.
Yes, you did run out
That
of
was-
those. So yes, you may do that.
Cool. Thank you.
Those
And
are all of
it was
those are all those ones, right? Those are all
yeah. I went through all
unicorn ones?
those, and I had 2 left over that I identified recently. So those are slotted under something different now. So there was 0 in the spicy pistol bullets.
Perfect.
Cool. And it was 10, right?
Yes.
That is in there now.
Cool.
Awesome.
Well, Zupimo,
We done?
after seeing that all happen, he's like, "All right, that was cool."
It's pretty cool, right? I'm not doing too bad on the whole magic thing.
Yeah, you're getting there. I mean, I've had-
I know. This is you're seeing things that you've probably seen dozens of times before, made by people better
Well,
than I, but
the
it's fun.
specific thing, not so much, and the interesting uses is the spice more than anything else. I would find it far too volatile to use in everyday purposes, but each to their own, I guess.
I'll be honest. These never really go to everyday purposes, at least for most people. It is kind of everyday for us, I guess.
Yes.
Every day's a day to stab.
Hmm.
Yes.
But look at these. And Varys will pull out his shield and Fox's Folly as well too, his infused items. I made these things magic. It's only temporary, but it's pretty cool, right? And he'll like offer them up to him.
You can take a quick look over them. Yeah. Interesting. Temporary enchantment. Okay. Well, you're definitely learning faster than my apprentice.
Different types of needing to learn under pressure, I think.
Yes. Well, I'm sure we can put him
Oh,
under a
come
little
on.
bit of. Sure, we could put him under a little bit of pressure and get him moving along.
I'm not entirely sure of like everything Hamon's had to deal with, but I feel like they're probably better off hanging out with people like us if they're going to be doing the shit they were doing.
Yes, 100%.
Hmm.
I will make sure that he is safe. Just,
I
under
understand,
pressure.
of course. Have you been to the Elven lands before?
No, I can't say that I have. It will be very interesting to finally make it over there.
Indeed. Yeah, but it's going to be interesting going back there. We went under very different circumstances last time.
Yes. Well, I'll be very interested in seeing if I can organize a new establishment. A chain.
I think that's not a bad idea. People can use everyday magical items over there, so
Exactly.
you'd probably
That
have a
was
lot of customers.
Exactly my thoughts.
Mm-hmm. We went to a few kingdoms, I guess. Kingdoms within the kingdom. Kingdoms within the Elven area. And so you'll be able to find probably a couple of different places you could look.
That's good to know. Well, I'll be counting on your already what's the word? Your
Pre-established relationships?
exactly.
Mm.
Yes,
Yeah, that's fair.
and handy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We left one of the places and it was in a state.
It seems like you leave a lot of places in the States, to be perfectly
Nah,
honest.
it's not wrong. It's definitely not wrong. Whether or not it's a better state, one could not say, but different for sure.
Well, can't wait.
Hmm. Just a question: and Varys will bring out Misfortune's Maiden. If an enchantment is removed from an item, can new enchantments be put on it?
That is usually the case, unless the enchantment by nature is volatile, in which case it may destroy the item itself when you disenchant it. That's usually the case for lesser enchantments, but greater enchantments do.
So if the enchantment were pretty powerful, it's more likely that it would destroy it.
Exactly.
Varys just kind of blinks for a couple of seconds and sort of brings in a big breath and then lets it out really slowly. Okay. That's good to know at least.
Let me take a look. And he
Sure.
just cast identifying on it.
No, of course.
Well, it's interesting. This one was more powerful than it is right now.
Yes, we did
Oh, yeah.
attempt to
Forgot
get
about
rid of it.
I see. Well, that dagger does seem to have some very interesting properties. I'd say if it was the thing being used to disenchant something, it might stop it from destroying its item.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. I'd have to get a better look and understanding of the dagger itself to know that. And I have a feeling its current wielder will not be as delicate. So,
Destroy things willy nilly.
I
Ailey's
can-
ears get itchy.
I can understand where you might get that idea for sure. Yes. We've been we've been operating under the knowledge of what this thing can do now for a little bit. I've come to terms, I think, with the fact that this might not be magical afterwards. It's necessary, and if it comes to choosing between whether or not this weapon is magical and there is some undead that will be following us for, I don't know, ever, I think we can afford to lose the enchantment.
that is understandable, yes.
Sacrifices and all that, I guess. But I can make another one, I suppose. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna go sit down. Thank you. Varys just goes and sits down heavily in a chair.
Fair enough. Well, I will return to my lazing.
Wonderful.
Goes back downstairs.
Cool.
You hear him just plump into a seat somewhere.
Varys nods.
But everyone else returns home, no issues. What are you guys planning to do next? Just head straight out or take a nap? Or...
Head straight out. Nap on the train.
Mm-hmm. It's a very long train ride. Might as well just.
Cool. I hop on the train. Start heading your way out. Up. This one. Okay. Well, you don't get real good sleep on your travel. It's not like the seats are designed for sleeping in. But you sleep nonetheless. Make it down to Coppernight. And out of the winding exit that it has. Unfortunately.
Is it a long rest?
Yes, you could do a long rest. To
Yay.
recover any of your bits
Why
and
even
pieces.
took a little long.
And it is a new day, yeah?
It is a new day. Yes. We'll need to update this. Yesterday was the 69th day.
Ah, we missed it. Ah.
To update this. Is the Rakus's brace.
Ailey will be like, I feel like yesterday was supposed to be special for some reason.
It was a pretty nice day. Anyway,
Nice.
you make it out of there with the horses, no problem.
Ooh. Oh, I have to do my infusions.
Yes.
And preparing spells.
Did Ailey find any extra bottles while food hunting in the end, or no? Just remember, that's why she went out.
I mean, Yeah, your perception was alright. Yeah, I'd say you found, some bottles. Roll me an investigation check.
Nope, not that button. Investigation. Also, I just realized that's moved again.
You found
yeah,
one empty bottle. That was just
Alright, so
someone
she's got
clearly finished
one.
drinking
And
out
is
of
it
and popped it down.
is it roll brewers again?
Yes.
Just trying to find it. There it is. Nope, that's not it. There it is.
It was so nearly a 20.
I know. And another arcana, is it?
Yep.
Okay, that's much better.
Still not really enough to help
No. Compared to before.
you. Yeah, but it's still not enough to change anything about this one compared to the
Oh
others.
no, but like it's not like she's fucking blew up the bottle again, you know?
That is true. There you go. You now have 3 spiced Molotov cocktails.
As Varys is deciding on his infusions, he's going to beckon Jun over.
Jen is curious.
Hey, I thought you might want to see the fruits of your labor, as it were. And
Sure.
Varys sets aside his enhanced shield and pulls out the sapphire, and you see him waving Fox's Folly over it, and it sort of lifts up in his palm, and a bunch of sapphire metal swings in and sort of solidifies around the sapphire itself, and then pulls outward to take the shape of a very small gargoyle that lands on
Cool.
Varys' shoulder and just looks at Jun.
Huh.
Pretty
Very
cool, right?
cool.
It
Who's this
flies
guy?
up. It's a new friend. It will, among being able to help us with, scouting and things like that, it will be able to help me with my spell casting. If somebody is hurt and I'm not able to make it to them, I can send instead this, and they can fly to them, and it can channel my energy, so I can heal somebody from far away.
See this little
Very
gargoyle
cool.
looking thing just sort of nod along to everything Varys is saying.
You gonna give him a name?
Gary.
Varys just kind of looks at the creature on his shoulder. Do you want a name?
So you sort of just like twists its head like, huh?
We can come up with a name at some point soon, I'm sure. Well, think about it though. If you'd like to name him, then I'm open to ideas.
Let me think about it. Everybody should have a name.
True.
And, it's kind of hard to communicate with people in the middle of a fight if they don't have a name.
That's fair. Yeah, understandable.
But, yeah, that was cool, dude.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for supplying the sapphire for it.
I'm glad I did now. That was fun.
Indeed. Awesome. Glad you liked it. And Varys is going to start practicing some maneuvers with his new homunculus. Yeah, like teaching it to grab a potion and bring it over to somebody if they fall down.
Like how you train warbirds.
Yeah. It has no problem like collecting potions and stuff from you and applying them. It's got the weight of that. But when you attempt to try and get it to like lift things out of like pockets and stuff, not so much. Not dexterous enough for that. And it definitely cannot pull anything out of the bag of holding.
That's understandable.
But if you were to hand it something, it would absolutely have no problem bringing it to somebody.
Cool.
Cool beans.
Awesome.
Sweet.
All right. You guys get on your horses in the middle of Mimic Town.
Varys steps up to his horse and removes the sheet.
Okay.
Mhm.
Still a skeleton horse under there at the moment.
Cool. We're all settling up, aren't we?
All right. Well, as you alight onto your horse, you can see it not like a. It's a weird effect, because it seems like an armor starts to just slide out of its joints in between each of its bits and pieces. It is a of a gun metal, that sort of darkened steel look, just sort of spreads across the chest and the head. It takes very much like the form, like it's wearing like horse armor along its
Just
body.
his one?
Yeah, that's
Hell
it's his horse now.
Varys is grinning.
Yeah, and you see a deep blue light come from like where its horse heart would be. Just that vibrant, like ominous blue light that comes out of Joe and the other clockworks, seemingly at its heart,
Mm.
as it is now a gunmetal horse.
No.
Hell
That's so cool.
You can see the excitement almost radiating off Varys as he's sitting there.
You
Do
see,
I
like-
get a shiny horse? Ailey want the shiny horse.
Well, yours is still just sort of flaming.
She'll probably, I know what she'd do. She'd go and just put more fucking glitter on it.
Yeah.
She's
My horse
really
needs to be the
inadequate.
shiniest,
Put
damn it.
more fire
Coated in
and
coated
glitter.
in glitter.
She's like,
Jesus
more
Christ.
glitter.
Oh boy.
Hell
You
yeah.
see Zupimo like looking at you guys, sort of fawning over your horse, and like the way that they all change shape and take on the characteristics of their rider. He just sort of ponders for a moment, and it seems like he sort of like finally like understands something. Like, okay.
You wanna share with the class? You discovered something?
Oh yeah, I mean, the undead horses, it's kind of a cool shtick. Like, that's cool enough. But it seems like whoever created these things has they just have a sort of artistic flair that I really appreciate.
Well, that's good. You'll get to meet the person that made them.
Oh, fabulous! I can't wait.
Who made the horses?
They just did. They didn't make them, right? They just brought
Well,
them back.
formed them out
Reanimated
of the
them.
yeah. Made the bones do the movements.
I'm confused how that creative. What? So I presume he's talking about magic, right? Not
Yes, he's
the
talking about the
horses.
magic,
Yeah.
the specific magic
Yeah,
that
so
also.
Ailey would
lends
be
their-
fucking too dumb for that.
Yeah. The specific magic that lends to their ability to adapt to their rider.
Mm.
Yes. On a magical level. Yes. Well, I guess I better sort out my ride as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
He casts a few spells. You see, at the direction of his chest, his walking chest, and it becomes far larger than it was before. Probably about the size of one of your horses, and mounts like a horse, and allows someone to get on behind. And then
Ailey will
it's
have
like
a very
huge
concerned expression.
chest-shaped horse.
What?
Well, I owe silver. Let's go.
Amazing. Undead clopping and then just this clonking freaking chest of drawers. So
Well,
good.
it's a trunk, right? So
Wait,
it's just
what's Hamon riding?
He's riding a horse-sized trunk with legs
No,
sticking out
but
of it.
like, no, that's
Hamon is
Inroad's
behind him
riding,
on
right?
the trunk.
Okay, so Hamon is on the trunk as well.
Yes.
Alright.
Twin riding this trunk.
Oh my god.
But it's able to move at a similar speed to your horses. At least not while you're, proper galloping or anything. So, yeah.
You can keep pace at a trot.
Yes. But you are out here in the middle of Copenhagen. Again, the middle of the Mimic Town. What's the plan?
I
Ailey's
presume
just following along as always.
that Jun has loaded up the food that he bought into his pack and his, and his saddlebags and everything, and has got like all of his worldly possessions with him on this horse.
Yeah, pretty much.
Was there anything that we needed in the city, or are we just heading onward?
It's not like we can, stop to buy some magic items.
That's true.
Mimics don't tend to have that many. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anywhere to be here, other than eventually we'll clear out the underground thing, and it's gonna be a bit, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
let's go.
Onward!
Let's ride out of Hoppenite. Mid-morning sunshine.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows.
Out.
Actually, knowing Ailey, she would be singing random shit like that on the road. The legs on the horse go stomp, 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 stomp. That's all I could think of off the top of my head. That's all you get.
Yeah.
Under his breath, Jun is going, stop, 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 stop.
I think it only takes a few moments before Zupimo just casts silence in the general area.
During the middle of the day, completely unprompted, Jun is going to turn around to Varys and go, "Oh, I know! Beefers!
Sorry, what?
Beefers!
What did you call me?
No, the homunculus friend. Beefers.
Beefers?
Well-
What is beefers?
A name? I mean, the other name I thought of was Gregory, but that sounded a bit boring.
I'm fine with Gregory. Gregory's great. I don't know what beefers is.
Okay.
We can go with beefers if you like.
What does he think?
It's a good question. Would you prefer beefers or Gregory?
You see him sort of,
I vote Greg!
he twists his head from side to side, just seemingly in a questioning sort of look.
As a name for you, a title. I think we're gonna. Huh?
Yeah, he still continues to just
Just looks
questioning,
confused by the concept.
Kind of confused.
Okay.
But then hear you hear Hamon from behind Zupimo say, "How about Goliath?"
Goliath?
It's kind of the same joke as beef, as just, you know, a bit less creative.
Oh,
Eve?
Hey,
I
I could have
think we
suggested
can-
Keith David.
Big
I
old
was
beefy
gonna
boy.
I couldn't remember it, but I was gonna suggest the name of the one from
From
Dragon Age.
Gargoyles.
Dude. No, I was like the rock dude from Dragon Age was who I was gonna suggest, but I can't remember. Was it a dude?
Shale?
Might have been a chick. Can't remember.
Gregory is the
Shale.
gargoyle from Sandman.
Oh yeah, yes.
Maybe that's why I keep thinking Gregory every time you said it.
That'll be him.
That would make sense.
We can go with
I mean-
beefers.
Yeah. The homunculus continues to still not. It seems like he's still trying to understand in general what's going on.
That's
his
fair.
general understanding of everything still seems to be coming in. So
Oh
We'll
my
give you
god,
some
Scully.
time.
How's he riding along?
well, most of the time
Yes.
he's on just Varys' shoulder, just sort of looking out at what's going on, but occasionally he just sort of like claws alongside of his back and looks behind him, and then claws up to the other side to get a better view of the other side of his head. It's just like-
Varys's eye twitches a little bit each time, but he doesn't say anything about it.
it's not actually like digging into your clothing or anything, so you could just feel like something scraggling across you, like
Just this thing moving around.
like a kitten who likes to be up on your shoulder.
Oh, like
but
Ailey
without-
would 100% be trying to feed it and all sorts, you know?
It doesn't
Doesn't
eat
have a-
anything.
Doesn't have a mouth.
Yeah, but no, she'd just be wanting to play with it and pet it and all of that crap.
Yeah.
What about Fluffy?
I like Fluffy.
I like Fluffy. It's funny because it's not fluffy. I get that one.
Well, he's not beefy either, but.
You want to call it Fluffy Beefy?
A porcupine
Someone's like-
named Fluffy.
One's like Viper.
Ah, there's so many names. There's so many of them. You can be Fluffy Beefers, sure. Why not?
Fluffy beef.
What about Gregory?
Fluffy Gregory beefers.
But
Alien
Fluffy and
Crew.
Beefers are both in quotation marks because they're nicknames. Just given like a full title now. Perfect.
Jun hides the fact that he is secretly stoked that you accepted his suggestion. But like all three of them.
Nice.
Amazing. Well. Yeah. You guys start getting into the jungle.
As we take a rest at some point, could I attune to the Ring of Sending to send a message?
You may. I mean, you're gonna be riding for a while before you can get to get even close to
Mhm.
Glenvalor. So it's up to you whenever you want to take a rest. If you want to wait until the end of the day, which would be most of the way to Glenvalor, or if you want to take a break somewhere in between, it's up to you.
And it's up to the group, I guess.
Ailey's just following everyone. You know. So.
Jun has no fucking clue where he is. He's just
I would say at the very
trusting that you
least-
guys are just as interested in ending the problem as. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, true. We have just dragged you to a place you've got no clue what's going on there.
Yeah,
Um,
he's just assuming that you're probably as committed to ending the chaos of the Black Sun God as he is, so he's like kind of trusting that you're probably taking him somewhere sensible for that purpose.
We'd hope
We've
so
all
at this
dealt with
point.
Ailey. You know what she's like. She's
Mhm.
just like, this is where we're going, because this is where we're going to stab things, right?
Anyway, yes. I'd say at the very least, probably about lunchtime, Amon would absolutely be sick of riding on the back of the trunk. It's definitely not definitely not a
Comfortable.
skilled, like, well, he's definitely not a horse rider of any type or sort, has not done this before, not prepared for the uncomfortableness of the constant jostling.
Imagine a horse, but made of sharp corners.
Yeah. Well, it's a rounded top. It's nice and soft. It's, it's the most comfortable riding it, so it's going to be relatively comfortable. But it's still like rocks up and down, hits you in the spine a few times. So yeah, definitely wants to get off around lunchtime. He guys chill out. Just get everyone a rest, stretch the legs. Lie down in the grass for a little bit before you really get into the jungle proper. Yeah. So you may take a short rest to send messages. Although, what are you unattending from?
To be from the short sword of warning.
Okay. No problems there.
Yeah, Fox's Folly is infused, so that's staying around. We should probably also take this time. Ailey,
What?
are you able to use the dagger to remove the enchantment on the gun, please?
It's stabby time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you sure that you want her to do that?
I
Isn't
mean,
she
Ailey's the one
attuned to it now?
Yeah, Ailey's
attuned
attuned
to
to
it,
it now,
so-
so it'll take a little bit longer for anybody else to be able to use it.
More than a little bit.
Take a lot longer to remake that gun.
Yeah, that's fair. Yes.
Take a bit to get it off of Ailey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, John's
Yeah.
just poking.
That's
He
fair.
knows why Varys is not trying to suggest that anyone else do it.
Ailey's already got the knife out and is examining it ready. She's not listening.
If you can,
Have time?
yeah, hold on a second. If you can do it without breaking the gun, that would be great. But the important thing is removing whatever evil energy is attached to it. So if that means breaking the gun, but the curse is definitely gone, so be it. And Varys is going to cast guidance on Ailey.
What did we decide she had to roll last time?
It's a charisma check for this one.
Charisma. Check.
Does depend on the items and the enchantments. Oh boy.
Oh my god, my fucking rolls!
Oh.
That's
Oh.
an
That's an
8,
eight.
even with help.
Okay. Oh dear. That's not good. You hand Cavion. Lay out Misfortune's Maiden. I'll make a stump or something to step away from them as they do this. Haley walks over and
She
just sort of
slips.
slaps the knife down on it. And thunderous sound around you. All of the trees seem to like blow wind outwards. That you don't feel the wind coming out, but you feel the energy that is released. as far as Ailey's concerned, yep, they did it. Hell yeah.
Varus
I
is gonna
fixed it.
Varus is gonna slide the gun across to Zipimo. Could you?
No, I don't even need to. That's a mundane gun now.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. I will update Misfortune's Maiden.
Okay.
That is a pistol.
Varus closes his eyes for a few seconds, goes into his mind palace, and gets back up on the horse and just stares at the horse while the horse becomes cool, and then he feels slightly better about himself.
Fair enough. It's a dangerous
Oh, well.
weapon.
It's all good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sucks.
Yep.
But somewhere you know that there's like 5 or 6 undead corpses that were walking under the ocean that suddenly go limp. No longer held by the power of the pistol.
And somewhere within here, a small halfling has also hopefully collapsed, never to move again.
Not that you know of.
Mm.
Not that I know of, but here's hoping.
You'd hope so. So, anything else? Everyone good? All right, we'll keep moving.
Sorry, I blanked out there. What happened to Misfortune's Maiden?
Ailey used the Dagger of Skyrend to attempt to cut out the curse that it has, but instead
Broke it.
completely removed the enchantment. Completely cut it away from
Okay, so is Misfortune's Maiden broken, or is it just
it. It is
mundane?
a mundane pistol.
Okay.
Need to be re-enchanted for any extra stuff.
Yeah.
How's Varus doing?
Let's see how Varus is doing, shall we?
I'm gonna roll or something.
He looks kind of miffed, but like a miffed that he knew he was gonna be.
He did say it was more important to stop it.
Yeah. He 100% stands by the fact that it was more important to stop it. It's just shitty that the outcome was what it was.
Yeah.
But he
Jin-
doesn't seem mad or anything.
Okay. Jin's gonna go over to him and, in a very bro-y gesture, just like clap his hand on Varus's shoulder, like, "It's alright, bro."
Varus like shoots forward into his horse as it happens. Oh, a bit stronger than I thought.
Why'd you think I wasn't strong?
I mean, you'd never hit me before, so how was I meant to know?
Jin's gonna like shrug it off and like grin and kind of roll his eyes a little bit and act like everything's cool and just go get on his horse.
Okay. Varus nods. He's appreciative of it.
Aw.
Yeah.
And I have a message to send out if I could.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was the original intention.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still
okay.
surprised you decided now was the time to try and get Ailey to do it when you'd seen how bad my rolls have been today so far.
It was a new day and the power came back into the dagger. I think Ferris would rather we have done this now than you not have the power tomorrow because we tried it then or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Varus is going to send a message to Micaiah.
Okay.
We are heading to Glenvalor now. Are you or somebody trusted able to meet us at the boundary and guide us to the city, please?
Okay. Have to find them so I can put them on the map so I can actually send the message. Where are they? Followers.
Hmm?
You hear back a very confused sounding Micaiah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. Varys didn't even say anything about this, and there was no warning at the start of it either. That's fair.
There was no, hi, this is Varys.
Yep. She also left a while ago too, so it's like, how much has she actually thought about this group since then?
Yeah. Yeah. Does she remember we even exist? Does she remember the time as a lizard on Ailey's shoulder?
Varys sighs and looks at the ring that does not work until the next rest.
Yep.
And just resigns himself to wait until the next time that they rest so that he can clarify.
Oh dear.
Varys will also ride up closer to Thoricus as well too, and just say, I'm attempting to contact Micaiah to meet us at the boundaries so that we can get the guide into the city.
Okay.
Just in case she turns up as a monkey and it freaks you out, I wanted to warn you in advance.
At this point, I won't be surprised what kind of Bigfoot monstrosity your girlfriend comes in as.
Not my
I
girlfriend, but
agree.
okay.
Okay. Cool.
You-
Anything from anybody else? No? Cool. Well, you get back on your horses and continue to trudge your way along the semi path that is laid out before you until you start really getting into the jungle. At which point you very much need the Rikus to take point. So they do so. Continue trekking until the jungle completely loses. You completely lose sight of the sky, of any light that is coming in from around you. Those of you who have been in this forest, this jungle before, know exactly this. To Jun, it's probably a little bit of a new experience as you get deeper and deeper in. The jungle itself has a sort of bioluminescence to it. There is vines and other fruits and bits and mushrooms and all that sort of stuff that gives it a sort of constant evening sort of glow to it.
Can I forage for stuff?
You may.
I was about to
But
say,
maybe-
Ailey will look to Thoricus and be like, are we gonna lick things again?
Yes.
Let me
Yes,
get
we
to
are.
that. Let me get to that.
Yay!
As you guys get into your stuff, totally get into that point. As you guys continue to notice, you're trying to get as far as you can before resting. But you're gonna need to rest for the night now. It's very much the evening. But again, your visual clock is sort of disorientated by the fact that it's like a constant evening light in here at all times now. But it definitely feels like you've been what are you guys doing? I assume you
Foraging.
enough for resting, and you're gonna start foraging. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Like, I'm looking for the good shit, so I'm looking for like, like herbs, fun mosses, fungi, freaky
Ailey's helping.
insects.
I'm not sure how useful she'll be, but Ailey is helping.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's what it is. I mean, no, hold on. Is jungle? Jungle is not one of your favorite terrains.
It's trees. Are you kidding me? Like,
I will
The
grant
forest
you. I
is
will grant you
different
that this
to
is as close to the Feywild as you can get on this plane.
That's true.
And that is kind of a favorite terrain for you. So I will
Mm.
grant you would have advantage for this anyway. But Ailey's also helping.
yeah. So it all stacks.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Well, you find.
I still gotta fix my follow thing. Thank you for following, Sir Karen.
In the realm of fungi.
And I fucked that up as I said it.
You find what appear initially just to be some white button mushrooms, ones that you would normally like cook up or something. When you go to take them, you realize that they are also glowing. Just a very faint white light.
What do their gills look like?
Well, they just look like regular white button mushrooms. It's crazy. Like they're maybe a little bit cleaner than you would find normally in the wild. But they give off that pale white light, sort of like almost moon-like, sort of light.
Smell like.
So, roll me a history check. Yep. You know that these are very specifically moonlight mushrooms. They are edible, but they well, if the imbiber has lycanthropy, they will immediately turn into a werewolf.
So just if they're already a werewolf, it'll
Yeah, so if they're
force
already a
a
werewolf,
change.
it'll force them to change into their form.
That's handy.
Did you make this up?
Did I?
Well, I'd like to bring up the 5e page for it if I know what it's about, because it's my history.
No, I don't. I don't think it is a thing that exists really.
Nope.
Homebrew.
Absolutely rude.
Well, I have to when you ask for the good stuff in a fucking random place that I made up as well.
Oh no, I'm perfectly happy with that.
I'm
I'm absolutely happy with you making up stuff like that. I just really like pictures.
That's fair. But no, legitimately imagine like you just went to the grocery store, got some white button mushrooms, and they have a pale white glow to them at all times. Like you
That
open
kind of cleaner.
you open the veggie drawer, and then they're just there glowing.
You decide to close the veggie drawer and make something else.
Yeah, you turn off the light in the fridge by holding that little like knob, and then they're still there glowing.
So is there like more than one patch of these, or is there only a couple around, or like?
You get a good like bunch of them. It depends on how much you want to take.
Well, if there's only one sort of patch there, I don't want to take any, because then you're just messing with the ecosystem. I can't tell if they're incredibly rare and important to this ecosystem,
Okay, well,
or if
then
there's something that
you
I
may
actively
roll-
can
You
forage.
may roll another investigation to see how many of them there are.
Okay. So I'm not taking the first thing that comes along. Can I?
Remember,
Uh,
Ailey's
yeah.
helping with all of this.
Yes, you may roll advantage on that one.
well, attempting to help.
Hey, Ailey's helping.
Yeah, you do see that there are a number of small, they're like they sort of bunch up in like nice round spots, like like there was a trunk there or some sort of ending of the mycelial network at that very spot, and you see the little circles of them spotted all over the place.
Then I'll take a few.
Okay.
But I'll also take one and crumble it into a bunch of little bits and throw handfuls in different directions.
Fair enough.
It's important. If you're foraging for mushrooms, do it sustainably.
Yes.
Can
Telling
Ailey
that to
eat
Ailey.
one?
It's just nodding.
Yeah, she says that, and Ailey licks one as you're saying this.
Ailey's like ran after one of the groups of like shit that you've just thrown onto the ground and is eating it off there.
For fuck's
No.
sake.
Yeah, tastes like raw mushroom.
Nice.
Just
I
tastes
love
like
that
raw
taste.
mushroom. In that case, she'll eat it.
Yeah, maybe a little maybe a little colder. Like normally you know from the ambient temperature outside, it seems like they're specifically colder than what you would expect to just put in your mouth from off of the ground.
Like, expect them to taste foggy.
Yeah. Okay, so that's fungus.
So nothing happens when Ailey eats it. We're all good.
Not a werewolf.
Because not a werewolf.
Sweet.
You're just like, ooh, nice moon taste.
She'll be watching herself and be like, "Guess I'm not a werewolf."
It worries me that you had to eat one to find out if that was the case.
I've met all sorts, alright?
I mean, so have we, that's fair. Still, I'm
Cool.
glad that you didn't turn into a werewolf.
So it's moonlight mushrooms.
Yep.
How many did I get?
How many you want to take? It's a pretty big. Yeah, you found a few patches of them, so you could easily take like enough for a stew or whatever you want. Really, it's how much you want.
Oh, yeah.
You want to keep
500 grams.
500 grams.
I've added it.
Right.
I have no clue how much that is in pounds. I hate that it's in pounds.
500 pounds. Jesus. That is too much. Hold on. 500
What's heavier,
grams.
500 pounds of mushrooms?
Pounds. That's 1 pound. 1.1 pound, okay?
Okay. 1 pound. Is it?
It's a lot of
Why is it not coming up?
Where are you doing it?
In the weight section. You type it in and then it disappears.
Oh, you need a quantity there. So
Yeah.
1.
But-
I see you.
There we go. We got there.
Cool.
Oh, another question.
Yeah.
Is my mimic tongue writhing yet?
No, does not appear to be.
Oh.
Wait, what? I guess that was another thing I missed at some point.
It's-
There's a lot of mimics.
So
in
I-
Lebanon.
Cut out a mimic tongue and
Huh?
preserved it as a wet specimen, but also, like, I've just been wondering if it's going to come to life or not.
Yeah. I
Like,
see as
how
well.
much preserving has to happen? Like, what's going to happen with this dryad pooch?
Well, none of the specimens that you have collected so far seem to be coming to life. As
Well,
it
dang.
currently stands. Okay, so we got through fungus.
Yeah.
As you make your little discovery and point these things out to Ailey and all that sort of stuff, you notice a small creature that's just sort of, it's very well hidden away from you, but as you get, you know it. You know
Nice.
of it enough, and you're well sighted. You know what to look for this sort of stuff. So like sort of hidden like in between the little crevices of tree, you see a little sort of tiny little bug, just sort of nestling in there. And as you sort of get closer to it, try and really inspect what it actually is, sort of lets off a tiny little sort of chirp, as it were, and in that sort of just in the excitement of that moment, you sort of go, oh, like just the tiniest breath, not like a full surprise, just oh, and then you hear mimicked perfectly from that bug that exact same noise, and then it seems to continue repeating it at sort of a small cadence. Can I get you to roll a history check? So you have advantage on this. This is a fake creature.
I repeat myself.
Mm.
Well, Jun, can you roll me a history check?
Like, come on, we really want to know more about this cool bug.
Cool bug. We must know more about cool bug.
Mm.
History, you said?
Yeah.
Not nature or something?
No, this is remembering back from.
History.
Yeah, remembrances.
Triple 7.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Actually, no. 777. That's a
Anything for
jackpot.
Ailey still helping or no? I know
Well,
you
it's
Got
got
combined
did-
knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Daly can roll a history check as well.
Oh, well, I was
We'll
I
see
mean,
if
the
any-
other option,
We'll see if
the
anybody
other
else.
option is that I catch it and we ask someone about it later.
Not surprisingly enough, Ailey knows exactly what
Dear
this
God.
bug
She's
is.
used it in a con before, that's
Yeah.
why.
She's
Like,
she's
one of those
probably used it to
conversations
do
with Nemi.
something because it is called a
It
mimic
mimics voices.
mimic cricket. And it very specifically can record in a sense. It can mimic perfectly
So, like,
the sound
mimic
of something.
cricket?
Yes, mimic cricket.
Mimic cricket.
But yes, it is very much. It is very normally. It is very unusual to find it here in the prime material plane. It is very much usually in the Feywild. It's also very unusual that it's only one of them. Normally in the Feywild there are just dozens of them that like take up a refuge in a specific spot in the jungle or forest, and you know someone will come by them, will say like fall over a trunk or something, yell fuck as they land, or like you know some sort of other expletive, and then that patch of forest will just be saying it over and over again to make someone just absolutely lose their shit.
Ah, yes, the forest of fuck.
Exactly.
If there's enough of them, it'll never end.
But it
The
does
never-ending fuck forest. My
seem-
God.
Never-ending fuck. There are many of those.
That makes
in the
sense.
Feywild.
That sounds about right.
But as it does seem to be on its lonesome, I doubt you'd want to take it.
But
That's
it's
up
not
to you.
native.
That is true. But although you don't know for sure how, yeah, you don't know the exact, you don't know the exact ecology here. As you've previously found, this particular jungle is extremely close to
So-
the Feywild. It could have naturally found its way here. And
So,
it would
Ailey,
be, yeah, normally.
Yeah.
what does it do in its
It
ecosystem?
makes the sound.
Yeah,
So,
but
I go and I wait for the person to be all like, "Oi, Roger, get over here!" And then I record that, as how they say it, so
Hmm.
then you can use it later. And then the guard will be like, "Oh, that's my friend," and walk over and follow that instead. And then you sneak
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, but like in the trees where they live. Do you know
Yeah.
what they do?
No.
Fuck.
I presume Ailey wouldn't know that, right?
Yeah, that's not the
No,
kind
no,
of
that's not
history
the kind
that
of
you
history Ailey has
Yeah.
with them.
I figured.
But I would say, because of your and Jin's more extensive background in the Feywild, you would know that just being jogged enough by that
No,
by the name
no.
alone.
This is where I straight up just use my thaumaturgy to make my voice boom and yell "fuck" really loud into the forest, and then I'll see if they mimic me.
Okay.
Oh dear.
By the way, Jin has experience in the Feywild.
Yes, exactly. So
Like I know his race is originally from the Feywild, but he didn't grow up there.
yes, that's why it was a history, not a nature check specifically.
Sort of like
Um,
a growing up knowledge thing, not
yeah,
a
sort of
experience it
a
yourself in
hearing,
there thing.
yeah, more from a hearing
Right,
in the background.
right, a
as opposed
second
to-
hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a second-hand knowing of it as opposed to being there.
Yeah.
And Thrakus is again more on the periphery of the Feywild.
From all my interactions with various Fae and
Yeah.
trying to kill each other and
Exactly. So
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to kill things. You know, you get to know a lot about the things you try to kill.
yeah.
Yeah.
it was a prank war. Things just got out of hand.
And you've all heard Ailey's story of how she knows now.
Yeah.
I would say from Thrakus' general understanding of the Feywild and a lot of its things, the evolution of particular things within the Feywild isn't necessarily sensible. It doesn't usually follow.
Well, no,
like a-
but more importantly,
Yeah.
how many fucks are in the forest?
I was getting there. I was getting there. I wanted to say was that to you it seems likely that their function isn't so much that they didn't develop this function for a specific reason other than just being a nuisance, but
No, but
likely
they'll have
that
other
they-
functions.
likely it is more often used to just record a loud noise so that predators don't try to fuck with it.
Well, that's a perfect function.
Exactly.
So, me screaming fuck at the top of my lungs,
Yeah.
including thaumaturgy, should trigger a bunch of them if they're around.
Yes. So, you hear in the distance, fuck, fuck, fuck. It,
Excellent.
Not
I want to try and
particularly-
catch this.
not particularly loud, not particularly like close or particularly frequent, but there are definitely more of them around.
Oh no, the fucks are coming from inside the forest.
The forest gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Jin is very
Um,
amused.
But I will say you do notice it as it starts to like sort of mill out fucks into the deep of the forest, the jungle. Then you hear a deep growl. And you hear
Ooh.
Cool.
back through the vines of crickets as something large and unsettling has been disturbed.
Cool. Can I try and catch this cricket real quick?
Sure, roll a dexterity check for me.
Oh, yeah, Ailey definitely is gonna help with that.
Hey,
Ooh.
Snatch it up.
No help needed.
Yeah, no problem catching and jarring a mimic cricket.
cool. Obviously with holes in the lid
Yes.
and some bark in there and stuff.
Yep.
So this whole discussion about what a mimic cricket is would have been had out loud?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
okay.
Yeah.
Jin wants to have a look at the mimic cricket, please.
Yeah, but what about the growly thing?
Yeah,
Wow.
Varys is climbing a nearby tree to keep an eye out for the growly thing.
That's fair.
Um,
Ailey would be but like kind of looking around, being like, "Here, kitty, kitty, here, kitty."
Yeah, what did the growl sound like, Skelly? Did it sound like a
Yeah.
kitty?
Does it sound
Um,
like she would say kitty or something else?
Well, so you guys have had experience with the jungle panther that's in this jungle war. That is where your mind would initially go for such a creature.
Which is why she's saying kitty.
Yeah. But can I get perception checks from anybody who's specifically listening out for what it is?
Okay, one moment.
Yeah.
27 instead of a 1. Thanks.
Okay.
Mine at advantage or no?
Yeah, why not?
Still 17, it's fine.
Yep. So listening out for it, it's definitely not from Varys's and Thoricus's perception. It's definitely not the jungle panther. It sounds like it's a far larger creature. Very angry, very pissed off. Not one that you've had the pleasure of meeting so far.
Oh,
But
great.
luckily, you imagine that because it has been awoken by these mimic crickets, that it's probably confused to your location.
Okay.
So it should give you a little bit of leeway there. But you'll continue to listen out to see if it gets any closer.
Varys just primes the group in case. That didn't sound like a one of the jungle cats we've seen. It sounded bigger and scarier.
Do you think it could
So
be a
not
fluffy
a
friend?
kitty?
I don't think so. I feel
Oh.
like maybe it could be. I don't want to dash any hopes, but it could also equally just want to rip our innards out. So, you know,
Could be a pretty bear.
could be.
Could be
I'm
a,
open to it being a good thing.
could also be, you know, a pretty rug for your house.
Can match our bust.
It's alright. Whatever it is, we'll sort it.
Fabulous.
I'll be back soon. I don't know what I did, but there's kind of blood everywhere.
Oh no.
You know what
Oh,
I'm
dear.
like. Back
Yeah.
soon.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Wonderful.
You've successfully caught the mimic cricket. Yes, showing it off to Jin. Well, it looks like a cricket of any sort of fair, but it does seem to sort of shimmer with the light. So like thinking of here, there's a particular type of paint called Harlequin. I'm not sure if you've
Yep.
seen that.
People like to put it on cars.
They do like to put it on cars.
Oh yeah, so it's like a beetle.
Yeah,
It's
like
got that
it's got this sort of
several
beetle
tones,
sheen.
almost like oil slick.
Yeah, but like the light, as you look at it in different levels of light, and different getting different reflections off of it, you get like the rainbowy sort of colors and all that sort of stuff. It looks very pretty, but that does mean that it can also like hide itself relatively well just by not getting much light on it. Yeah.
What a cheeky little guy. Good at hiding. Good at.
You hear, what a cheeky little guy. What a cheeky little guy.
Is it like in a weird cricket voice, or is
No,
it
it
just?
is it is pitch perfect your voice coming out of it.
There are so many beetles that look like this. It's really cool.
But it seems to
Ooh, the dogbane leaf beetle's really pretty.
doesn't seem to, for some reason, doesn't seem to like copy every single sound that it gets. It's like at certain intervals, it'll just decide this is a certain level that I like, and it'll just copy that.
As long as it likes my fucks. I have them to give.
Cool. Yeah. Anything else you were looking for? Well,
I hope it's the same kind of shiny as the blue dock beetle. That's really pretty.
Quite possibly.
We're looking at pretty beetles now.
Yes.
So,
Pretty beetles.
what we continue to look for things, or satisfied?
Were we looking for a place to sleep?
I imagine that would also be part of it as well.
Hmm. We should probably find a place a little whiles away from where we've just caused some ruckus.
Yeah.
Brachus?
Fine, but there's so many cool things. Okay. Do you want me to roll another survival, or?
If you're looking for a place, yeah. Otherwise, unless you want to go on for stuff, you can have it. You can have it.
You'll take the first one and you'll like it.
Cool. Yeah, you take a little bit, straighten a little bit off the path. The big issue for you, find a nice little clearing, a nice little patch where there's not anything to, not particularly too much flora and fauna and fungus to break up or anything. But there's plenty of room to chill out, and it's pretty secluded from the path and from the rest of anything that might want to be tracking you. But obviously, it's still in the middle of the jungle, so you probably still do want to take some watches.
I mean, yeah.
But as it is a constant evening light, Varus will not be at a disadvantage to
Wonderful.
any time he's taking his watches. So.
He is thankful for it.
So, who's going first?
I mean, with the light there, Varus would be happy to take first watch.
Cool. Well, go ahead and roll your perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah.
You do hear off in the distance a low grumble, accompanied by a few smaller other grumbles in different areas.
It sounds like the same grumble, just slightly further away.
You're not sure. Again, now that you know about the mimic crickets, you're having a hard time placing exactly where things are.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it does sound. Roll an insight check for me, actually.
Sure.
No, you're quite adept at knowing exactly which ones are crickets and which ones are not. You can definitely tell that the creature itself is having a hard time discerning which sounds are its own and which sounds are.
Sounds like it's
crickets.
having some trouble.
Yeah, it is definitely having some trouble, and struggles to is struggling to find you. It's neither getting further nor closer to you.
Okay.
Seems to be exactly where it was.
Okay. Varus will make a mental note of that and pass it on to who's got the next watch.
Cool. Alright, who's second?
June can take the second watch.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have no problem. No problem with it looking out tonight. Yeah, there's something very homey that you're feeling. It's sort of what's the word I'm looking for here? A natural sort of. This is
Comfortability.
yeah. This is comfortable for you. This is closest to your ancestral homeland as you've probably ever been.
I think that comfort would make Jin feel uneasy because he's not used to feeling that way.
That's fair.
So it would be a mixed bag.
Oh, yeah. So you look out through the trees. You get that bioluminescence sort of at its height at this point in the night. There's just lots of large toadstools and other vines and like fruits off of trees that glow all at different wavelengths. Mostly at a
All right, I'm back.
very fair enough. We're doing night checks. You're asleep currently.
Okay.
Yeah, getting that good look over the jungle. It feels real comfortable to you, and eerily so. But there's those.
During his watch, I think Jin would probably take about 20 minutes to just try and pray to Null and just tell him what's going on and ask him for his blessings for their success in contacting him, and probably reiterate half a dozen times how much of a big deal this is and how much he cares about Null, and yeah.
Yep. Okay. Roll a D100 to me.
Okay. Okay.
You definitely feel like you're still getting through, but you're still not getting any particular response.
Okay.
But
it's like a
when did you
lack
have
of response rather than a coldness or a lack of caring or a lack of hearing.
yeah, it doesn't feel any different from all the other times that you've contacted Null and he hasn't said anything back.
Right. So it could just as easily be that he doesn't have anything to say
Exactly.
as he hasn't heard me.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't. No. So you get the feeling that your message is coming through.
Right.
That has been received on the other side. And, your connection to Null is different to a clerical connection to a god. So there's that thread there. So there's definitely he's definitely getting that communication, but he's either unable or does not have anything. He's either not able to say anything back, or doesn't have anything to say back. Either because he knows, or there's nothing he can do about it. So he's just like, okay, whatever. What do you want me to do about it?
Yeah.
But
And let's be honest, like Jin at this point is probably the overeager intern who's like, here's all this information, not realizing that the boss already knows, and providing a bunch of information that's maybe not important along with the stuff that is, and like, yeah.
oh, Exactly. That's exactly what it could be.
Alright.
Yeah, Jin is
Camera.
Again, no response from Nell. No real reading into it at this point. But it easily could be that he doesn't want to talk to you. Could be that he doesn't have anything to say. Could be that he can't. But
Can
considering-
I do some kind of roll, maybe a wisdom check for like emotional intelligence and how Jin's gonna handle this?
sure. Yeah, just roll a general wisdom check.
Okay. Mm,
It's above average.
I think Jin's hanging on to his faith more than he would, like he's really relying on his faith more so than he is like normally to keep his feelings of isolation from Null in check.
Fair enough. Yeah, that is definitely putting stress on Null's. Yeah, but putting stress on Jin's relationship with, well, his perceived relationship. with
Yeah.
Null.
It's definitely like a very what's the term they use for when people think they have a relationship with an influencer?
A parasocial relationship.
Oh,
Parasocial
That's the
parasocial,
one.
yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Parasocial
when
relationship.
it comes to gods, clerics and warlocks are indeed all parasocial relationships.
Absolutely.
Speak for yourself.
Yours is
Yours is
special.
not yet
Mine's
fully
very
a god
special.
yet. Anyway, yes. Otherwise, you do hear the creature that Varys has pointed out to you. I will get an insight check from you as well.
For me?
Yeah. As there are
Let's
strong
see how
points.
insightful I am.
You struggle to know which sound is specifically the creature and not one of the crickets. But based on Varys's information, it does seem like the creature hasn't moved far from where it was. And by the time your watch ends, the noises seem to have died down entirely. Like it has gone to sleep, and the crickets have also, well, they've stopped wanting to mimic it so often.
Okay. Juna's gonna tell the next person on watch about the creature and what Varys said, as well as what little he could glean.
Cool. All right, Thrakis, Haley,
Yeah.
which one of you wants
Wait.
to take the next watch?
No. Either or.
I'll go.
Thrakis, roll me perception check. At advantage.
Yeah, that's more like it.
You can do one for console as well if you want.
Fuck yes, I will.
He naturally has advantage on those.
Because he's a
Yes, he is.
very good boy.
He has a very good.
Yeah. The
Such a
beast.
good boy. He's a good boy. 1717.
The goodest boy. Yes. Yeah, you from Jim informing you, you do notice that the creature that was heard before has definitely long since gone to sleep now at the beginning of your watch, and all of the crickets that were mimicking it have gone into that more dormant state, ready to shout if they're alarmed by anything again. Otherwise, not a hell of a lot going on. Ever so slight movements of other bugs and other creatures that move through the dense brush. You don't really make out specifics, just knowing that they are there is enough for your perception. But otherwise, no real threats come to you. And Consolip is also content by your side. All that.
Sweet.
Cool. Ailey.
Right, twin? Alright. On perception. Well, not doing too bad for Ailey, but she's probably distracted with a beetle.
Yeah, probably. As soon as Thoricus says, "Oh, you don't have to worry about the creature is gonna sleep. Watch out for it." You're like, "Okay, cool. There's a bug. I'm gonna watch that for the rest of the night."
Yeah.
But you're still listening out, and still don't hear anything particularly, anything threatening. No big ambushes or anything throughout the night. Once you've finished your watch, everyone gets up, starts getting ready for the day. And it is 23 past 10, so I think we're gonna finish it up right there.
Oh, yeah.
So
Everyone
Varys-
long rested.
Yeah, Varys can have
Oh,
some
yep.
more time to think about how he's going to explain to
Ailey
Micaiah exactly
has
what's going on
Mhm.
in 25 words.
And 25 words or less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, that's going to be us for tonight. Yeah. We got across country. You made it. Entering
yeah.
into the
We did it, everybody! We did it!
entering into the land of the elves, starting to see the differences between the two lands.
We learned that the forest has lots of fucks to give.
It sure does.
Mhm.
Many.
Yeah. But none to give to you. Anyway.
See that it is barren?
Cool. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Here on the Fun
Yeah.
channel tomorrow. I believe Beef will be back.
Sorry for the blood incident. And I'ma just end stream now,
Okay.
because,
You do that.
yeah, this plaster's already soaked through.
Oh dear. Damn, it's just so. Then Wednesday, the whole fun armor back will be back with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh my
No,
god.
it's gonna be great.
Yee.
And Thursday, Random Guy will be back playing more Final Fantasy 16. We will be playing Celeste outside of there, and I'll record it and I'll put it on YouTube so you can watch it there. If you really are that interested in watching us play Celeste, that's cool. It's awesome actually.
Mhm.
And then Friday, more Random Guy. I think probably Random Guy's wife actually playing more God of War. Sunday, more actual Random Guy. Sunday, more Beef. And then Monday, right back here, we will see how the team fares through the rest of the jungle. Maybe we'll see that creature. We'll definitely see Micaiah. We'll see how far the team gets. Alrighty.
Mhm.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.